A recent video has gone viral claiming that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has approved a one-time payment of $5,200 for Social Security beneficiaries, including those receiving SSI and SSDI. This bold assertion has generated significant interest among beneficiaries struggling with rising living costs. However, such a claim demands thorough scrutiny, as misinformation can lead to confusion and potential financial risks for vulnerable populations. This article examines the claim in detail, debunking inaccuracies and presenting verified information from credible sources. Has a $5,200 payment been officially approved? The video's primary claim is that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has approved a $5,200 payment for Social Security beneficiaries. Such an announcement, if true, would represent a groundbreaking development in federal benefits. However, there is no evidence to suggest this claim is legitimate. For a policy as significant as a $5,200 payment to all Social Security recipients, multiple steps are required before it can be enacted. A bill proposing such a measure would first need to be introduced in either the House of Representatives or the Senate. This bill would then undergo detailed committee reviews, debates, and amendments before being presented for a vote in both chambers of Congress. Once passed by both the House and Senate, the bill would require the President's signature to become law. At no point in this process has there been any official documentation or public discourse regarding such a payment, making the claim highly dubious. Additionally, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, as one of the most prominent political figures in the United States, would be expected to announce such a policy widely, supported by press releases and public statements. No such announcement has been made. The lack of corroborating information from reputable news outlets or official government channels further undermines the credibility of the video's claims. How Social Security benefits are structured. To understand the implausibility of a $5,200 payment, it is essential to examine how Social Security benefits are typically structured. Social Security is a federal program designed to provide financial support to retirees, disabled individuals, and their families. Payments are calculated based on a beneficiary's earnings history, age at retirement, and other factors, ensuring a tailored approach to individual needs. Social Security benefits are distributed monthly and include annual cost of living adjustments, COLA, to address inflation. COLA increases are calculated using the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, CPIW, which measures changes in the prices of goods and services. For 2024, the COLA adjustment is set at 3.2%, leading to incremental monthly increases rather than one-time payments of the magnitude claimed in the video. Historically, Social Security benefits have been adjusted through standard processes rather than surprise announcements. A one-time payment of $5,200 would represent a drastic deviation from established norms. Such a measure would also necessitate additional legislative approval, significant funding, and extensive public communication, none of which have occurred. The role of inflation and financial relief. The video claims that the proposed $5,200 payment is intended to address rising inflation and the increasing cost of living. While inflation has indeed placed significant pressure on Social Security beneficiaries, the federal government has already implemented mechanisms to provide relief, primarily through COLA. Inflation has eroded the purchasing power of Social Security benefits, particularly for low-income recipients. Essentials like food, housing, and healthcare have become more expensive, making it harder for beneficiaries to make ends meet. In response, COLA adjustments aim to align benefit increases with the rate of inflation. However, these adjustments are gradual and distributed monthly, contrasting sharply with the idea of a sudden, large-scale payment. Proposing a $5,200 payment to counter inflation would require substantial federal funding. Such a measure would involve extensive deliberation and bipartisan support in Congress, as it would significantly impact the national budget. The absence of any formal discussion or approval process casts serious doubt on the legitimacy of the claim. Debunking the payment distribution claim. The video also alleges that the $5,200 payment will be distributed via a special deposit card sent to eligible recipients. This claim is not only unsubstantiated but also introduces logistical challenges and security concerns that have not been addressed by any official source. The Social Security Administration, SSA, has long relied on established payment methods, including direct deposit and paper checks, for distributing benefits. These methods are secure, efficient, and trusted by millions of beneficiaries. Introducing a new distribution method, such as prepaid cards, would require significant planning, coordination, and public awareness campaigns. To date, the SSA has made no announcements about any such change. Logistically, distributing millions of prepaid cards would be a monumental task. It would involve creating the cards, ensuring their secure delivery, and educating recipients on their use. Such an initiative would require a detailed timeline and extensive communication from the SSA. Without these elements, the claim appears highly implausible. Additionally, such claims can increase the risk of scams, with fraudsters exploiting confusion to steal personal information. The economic feasibility of a $5,200 payment issuing a $5,200 payment to Social Security beneficiaries would represent a massive financial undertaking. With over 65 million Social Security recipients in the United States, such a payment would require over $338 billion in federal funds. This amount far exceeds the scope of typical legislative measures related to Social Security. The federal budget is already strained by existing programs and debt obligations. While the idea of additional support for Social Security beneficiaries is appealing, implementing it on such a large scale would require extensive planning and compromise between lawmakers. Budgetary constraints and political divisions in Congress further reduce the likelihood of such a measure being approved. Economic stimulus is often cited as a potential benefit of direct payments to individuals. However, large-scale stimulus payments are typically issued during national emergencies, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, and require clear justification. No such justification has been provided for the proposed $5,200 payment, further weakening the claim's credibility. Protecting against scams and misinformation. The circulation of unverified claims like the $5,200 payment increases the risk of scams targeting vulnerable populations. Fraudsters often exploit such misinformation to deceive beneficiaries into revealing sensitive information or making fraudulent payments. To protect themselves, Social Security beneficiaries should rely on official sources for updates, such as the SSA's website or customer service channels. The SSA will never request personal information, payments, or sensitive details through unsolicited phone calls, emails, or messages. Any communication claiming otherwise should be reported immediately to the SSA or relevant authorities. Misinformation also undermines trust in the Social Security system, causing unnecessary stress and confusion among beneficiaries. It is essential to critically evaluate such claims and consult credible sources before acting on them. Conclusion: relying on verified information. The claim that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has approved a one-time $5,200 payment for Social Security beneficiaries is unsubstantiated and lacks credible evidence. Neither legislative records nor official statements from the SSA support this assertion. Beneficiaries are urged to disregard such claims and rely on official communications for accurate information. While financial relief for Social Security recipients is a pressing issue, addressing it requires transparent, well-documented measures rather than unverified rumors. Staying informed and vigilant is the best way to navigate misinformation and protect against potential scams. Always verify claims through credible channels to ensure financial security and peace of mind.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Share this video and don't forget to hit the like button.